Occupy Sydney protesters kept up their demonstration in Martin Place overnight. Police told them to take down their tents, but it didn't discourage them. The protest started yesterday when 500 demonstrators descended on the financial hub, echoing the demands of Occupy Wall Street.
To have a democratic society, a society where we can stand up and have our rights and not be governed by 1% of people who steal 90% of the wealth on this planet while people starve.
It was the largest Occupy protest in the Asia Pacific, and it's expected to continue today. Many campaigners say there are fundamental problems with Australia's democracy.
We've seen record profits for companies like BHP Billiton, the Commonwealth Bank, Westpac, making billions and billions of dollars every year, while the vast majority of us continue to work unpaid overtime, to work longer and harder for less. This sentiment of resisting corporate greed connects not just in the US and all across the Middle East and Europe, but also here in Australia.
Hundreds more turned out in central Melbourne. Many campaigners had a clear desire of what they wanted to achieve.
I'm here today to protest against extreme inequality and record levels of corporate power.
When the banking system wasn't working, it's being propped up by public money. And I think people feel that's a bit of a scam.
All these bankers and corporations have caused this massive global financial crisis, and they're all still sitting on their yachts having all these big parties.
Others didn't.
I don't know.
The Occupy movement started in New York 4 weeks ago, and it continues today. Activists say Occupy Melbourne could go on for just as long.
I think we're going to achieve a lot, and I think we'll change the world, because this is one square where we have hundreds of people here today, but it's one square amongst thousands of cities around the world.
Indeed, there are copycat demonstrations across the Asia Pacific, including in Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong.
We got more millionaires made last year in Hong Kong than any other place on earth, and yet you've got people living in cages, cage homes in Cham Choi Po, got people who make their living going through rubbish.
And the Philippines.
This time the people should be given priority over the profits of the big banks and multinational corporations.
Organisers say sit-ins will be staged in a total of 82 countries. Stephanie Boulay, ABC News.